Greetings, and welcome to the latest in our cycle of lunar rituals. Suggested materials are a candle, matches or lighter, incense, a deck of cards of any kind, your paper sigil if you are with us under the dark moon, and if possible, a view of the moon. Though if you lack any of these, you can simply follow along on the video stream. The candle will be lit in the ritual. The incense may be lit now. We will get started in just a moment. If you are not a member but are interested in getting involved, you can find a link to our Discord at capitalareasatanists.org. Find a seated position where you can rest comfortably for about 20 minutes.
Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Allow yourself to settle into this moment, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Allow yourself to feel firmly grounded in place, strong and immovable by any will but your own. You may now light your candle. With the lighting of this flame, honor the gift of knowledge bestowed upon you and which you carry forward with you. With the ringing of the bell, feel the space around you, already a tenuous material reality, detach itself from the mundane world, creating room for your own inner world to briefly manifest outward, as within, so without. We call upon Azazel, the scapegoat of the wilderness in the south, to illuminate and strengthen the circle. We call upon Lucifer, the light bringer, the air above, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon Lilith, mother of demons in the north, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon Hecate, goddess of the witches, queen of the underworld below, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon all kindred souls, equally important, but not more so than our own, so often forgotten in satanic rites gone by. A brief aside, much has been said within this ritual space in the past of the pitfalls of toxic individualism, and the shortcomings of yesteryear's satanic practices, which exalt selfishness above all else. But in its better moments, one can find a message of radical self-acceptance, of the whole person in all its parts, and take from it an assurance of one's own vitality, often denied everywhere else. That is acceptable, even essential, to put your own needs before others' demands and expectations of you. And so finally, call upon yourself, all those equally worthy parts of you, that which is at the center, to illuminate and strengthen the circle. If you have cards with you, cut the deck now. Without looking at it, draw the top card and place it face down horizontally. May this hidden card represent the unknown and the unknowable. Now draw a card and place it face up to the left of the first. May this card suggest where you stand now. Next, draw a card and place it in the center, over top the first. May this card clarify that which stands in your way. Finally, draw a card and place it to the right. May this card point the way to overcoming the obstacles in your path. Silently take note of meanings or connections which may intuitively occur to you. During the dark moon, we took a view towards the future and declared to ourselves our intentions. Having reached the full moon, we invite you to look back, briefly, on the intervening time. With that same radical self-acceptance, take a moment to mentally embrace that which served you, that it may be reinforced. And now, take another moment to mentally dismiss that which did not serve you, allowing it to fall away without regret. If you have the sigil created under the dark moon, burn it safely, or douse it in water, or simply tear it in two, releasing it from mind and form, its purpose fulfilled. February full moons are traditionally called snow moons. This is due to the typically heavy snowfall that occurs in February, generally the United States' snowiest month, at least according to the National Weather Service. But as we all know, average is not mean in the mathematical sense anymore, but instead a cruel reminder of how fast our climate is collapsing. Reporters and scientists alike have started to call this season the lost winter. It's especially waylaid here in the upper Midwest, where I visit you digitally from. The Midwestern U.S. has warmed approximately 2.6 degrees Fahrenheit in general as the climate changes, but the change to winter has been even more drastic. Temperatures are now 4 degrees Fahrenheit warmer from December to February than they were in 1980. The upper Midwest, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan, is experiencing the fastest winter warming of any region in the lower 48 states. As Dr. Jessica Hellman, director of the Institute on the Environment at the University of Minnesota, said in a recent New York Times interview, it's a big cultural shift to experience 50 degrees yesterday, and how disorienting that is from geographic perspective. It's a visceral feeling of what climate change looks and feels like. Even the Mid-Atlantic capital area, not typically a snowy wonderland, is seeing this winter change on its shores. According to the EPA, there have been 2 degrees Fahrenheit temperature rise compared to 50 years ago in Washington, D.C., warming more than the average nationwide. While this doesn't mean unfrozen lakes like it does in the Midwest, it does mean that rising sea levels are cannibalizing the shores, leading to increased flooding. Even the beloved cherry trees are blooming earlier and earlier. Maybe some days sooner than we'd like, they'll even appear under the February moon. I do not wish to be a Cassandra and just prophesize doom to you tonight. While I do not have any easy answers, what I do have to offer each of you is a poem. May it be a seed of creative action, a catalyst for each of you to help make the next February moon perhaps better than this one. Here is some effects of global warming in Lackawanna County by J. Perini. The maples sweat now, out of season. Buds pop eyes in wintry bushes as the birds arrive, not having checked the calendars or clocks. They scramble in the frost for seeds, while underground a sobbing starts in roots and tubers. Ice cracks easily along the bank. It slides in gullies, where a bear, still groggy, steps through coiled wire of weeds. Kids in t-shirts run to school, unaware that summer is a long way off. Their teachers flirt with the off-the-wall assignments, drum their fingers on sweaty desktops. As for me, my heart leaps high. A deer escaping from the crosshairs, skipping over barely frozen water as the surface bends and splinters underfoot. And now, we invite you to join us in a body scan meditation, as it feels comfortable to you. I first invite you to begin by bringing your attention to your environment, slowly looking around and noticing that you are safe in this moment. Try to notice all the different textures you can see. Try bringing your attention to your body if that feels good for you. When you are ready, you might notice where you feel your breath in your body. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or maintain a soft gaze, with your eyes partially closed, but not focusing on anything in particular. You can notice your body seated wherever you're seated, feeling the support of the chair or the floor beneath you. You may feel your weight balanced on the seat cushion beneath you. You might feel and experience an elongated, comfortable spine and an uplifted feeling in your chest. You might also feel your shoulder blades relax down your back. If you like, try taking a few deep, long breaths within a range of what's comfortable for you. And as you take another deep breath, see if you can bring in more oxygen, enlivening the body. And as you exhale, you might experience a sense of relaxing more and more deeply. As you breathe in oxygen oh so deeply, try to draw it down your body all the way to the floor. See if you can gently move your breath all the way down the length of you. Now, see if you can notice your feet on the floor. Notice the sensations of your feet as they touch the floor. The weight and pressure, vibration, heat or coolness. You can then notice your legs against the chair. Pressure, pulsing, heaviness, lightness, tightness, or looseness. As you feel ready, very gently shift your focus up your body to your stomach and all the internal organs here. Perhaps you notice the feeling of clothing, the process of digestion, or the belly rising and falling with each breath. If you notice opinions arising about these areas, see if you can gently let these go and return to noticing sensations. If your stomach is tense or tight, can you allow it to soften? Stay here a moment and just breathe. Try noticing your back against the chair, supporting you. If you're not able to notice sensations in all areas of the bodies, that is okay. We're more connected to certain areas of the body than others at different times of the day. Just try to shift yourself into your back, backwards, letting whatever sensations arise as they arise. You can now try to notice your hands and arms. Are your hands tense or tight? See if you can allow them to soften and let go. See if you can channel your breathing into and out of this area, as if you are breathing into and out from your hands. What do your hands feel like when you do this? Also, notice your arms if you feel comfortable doing so. Try to feel any sensation that arises in your arms. Do your best to allow your shoulders to be soft. If your mind wanders, you might gently bring your attention back to the experience of your body breathing or your chosen object of attention. Notice your neck and throat as it feels good to you. Try to allow them to be soft. See if you can invite in a sense of relaxation to your neck and throat as you just breathe here a moment. Try to soften your jaw. Do your best to allow your face and facial muscles to be soft. As you exhale from a breath, you might notice the softening of any tension you may be holding as you breathe into and exhale stress out of your jaw. Now, notice your whole body present. See if you can bring your awareness to the top of your head, down to the bottom of your toes. Can you feel the gentle rhythm of breath as it moves throughout the entire body? Try to sit with as much of your body as is comfortable to you, just feeling yourself breathe for a moment. Now, take one more breath in and out to a level that feels comfortable. Be aware of your whole body as best you can. Take another breath. On the exhale, slowly open up the eyes if they're closed without focusing on anything in particular. Allow your head and neck gently rotate, taking in the space you're in once more. And when you feel ready, you can return to your normal gaze. We now open the circle and give our thanks. However, the space will persist until the incense burns down, for anyone who'd like more time to sit in silence. Depart in peace, guardian of the crossroads. From you we gain the keys to rooms deep within ourselves. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, exile of Eden. Your example inspires us to guard our own autonomy. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, you bringer of light. Your winds have come and change has begun. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, you blameless sacrifice. May we pick up the trail of your flight to freedom. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Extend gratitude to yourself for setting aside this moment of intentionality and reflection. If you so choose, repeat to yourself, I am at the center. I am the center. There is no God where I am.
I am at the center. I am the center. There is no God where I am.
With the ringing of this bell, return to the rational world renewed by your retreat from it and stronger for any insights gleaned and any resolve gathered, ready to work your will by the growing moonlight of this, the first cycle of the lunar year. Go well and be safe. May the devil take you and keep you. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
So it is done.